here we are. I will remove this, and we should first create another table. So we need to create a table. Create table, let's say courses. And what are the fields inside this table? Let's say that I need to give it course ID integer, and I need the course name, for example, in varchar of 25, and also let's say I need to know the student ID, which is also integer. So I need to have a relation between this table, the courses table, or let's name it, for example, student courses, and that's it. Now execute. Go and refresh our tables. Now we can see the new table here. Now let's go and insert data inside this table. Insert into student courses values like 1, and the columns for this is the course name, course ID, course name, and student ID 1, and for example let's say A, and for the student ID just give it 1, and the same will be applied here. I need to insert multiple rows, for example for the student 2, for the student 3, and also I have another course B, for example for the student here 2, this is for 1, and C, for example for the student 3, and D for the student 1. Let's execute this. Okay, so now let's see how the data looks like. Select star from student courses and execute. Okay, the name is not correct. Let's take it, copy. Now we have the course A for the student 1, and the same course for 2, and the same course for 3. So this is how the data looks like. Now we need to do the first join, which is the inner join. Inner join, I will select also here star from students just to see the data. So we have 3 students here. John is registered in the course A and course B and course D. John 2 is registered in A and B, and John 3 is registered in C and A. Now let's start with the first join, the inner join. We need to retrieve a data from these 2 tables based on the inner join. We will say select like star everything from the first table, students, and we will say inner join the second table. It is this one, student courses, and then we will use the condition keyword on the students dot the student ID should be equal. So the student ID here should be equal to the student ID here, should be equal to this. Take it, copy, and dot again student ID. Now the data should be retrieved based on this condition. Let's execute it. So we have retrieved all rows because there is a match between all rows here. So this is how the inner join works. We retrieved from this statement 7 rows because we have 7 matches. The first row here matched with the student ID here 1, so this will be retrieved. And this one also matched with this, it will be retrieved. And this one matched with this, it will be retrieved. And again this matched with this, it will be retrieved. And again there is a match between this and this, so this will be also retrieved, and so on. Now let's take another example for the left join. We need to do the join between the student courses and the students. The left join will be like select star, for example, from students, left join, and we have to mention the second table, and then using the keyword on, and we have to set our condition. Let's say that the student dot student ID should be equal to this table dot again student ID. How the left join works? The left table is this, so 3 rows will be retrieved, and the matched rows from this table also will be retrieved. And for the null, if there is no match between these two tables, the values from the right table will become null. See, we have matches in all rows, so 7 rows has been retrieved. And same for the right, the same result will be retrieved. Just change the left into right and see the same result. Why the same result? Because we have full match between the two tables. And we have the last one, which is the full join. Full join, also the same result will become 7 rows. Now let's play with the data. We will go to the student courses, say edit 200 rows in order to modify the data. Now I need to say that this is, let's say, student 4. Okay, there is no student 4, but for now let's take this example, and I will say, for example, this is 5. 2 rows has no match with the first table. Let's see the result. Let's go back here, same condition we will keep, but we will use the inner join to see the difference. The inner join and execute. See, 5 rows because there is 2 rows with no match. And if we said left join, also the result will be different, 5 rows. And if we said right join, see the result, 7 rows. Why 7 rows? Here, let's go back and see the data. We said the right join, so we will take everything from the right table. The right table is this one, so we will select 7 rows and then we will match them with these rows. If we have rows with no match, the values from the left will become as null. See, we have 5 rows with match and we have 2 rows with no match, and the 2 rows are null, 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 but here the values from the right table. And also we have the full join. In case of full join, all rows will be returned. Same result as this should come. See. So now we know how to do the join and how the join works.